guys, so I decided to do another reading, and to kind of keep with the same theme that I did yesterday with Luke, we're going to do pathways. And since I did pathways for on Luke with his relationship with Antonia and the pathway with his relationship with Nicola, I decided why not do a pathway for Antonia, at least right now. I'm going to do one for Nick later, but Antonia with Luke and pathway for Antonia without Luke, okay? Just to kind of see from her perspective, at least, how things turn out, okay? What these paths look like for her. Again, guys, this is just energy reading. I don't have a crystal ball, and free will still reigns supreme, okay? So choices need to be made, and that can alter these. Every day we alter our paths just by small choices we make or big choices we make, okay? So please keep that in mind. Let's start off with the cards that we're using. I'm just using the tarot cards here, the Intuit Tarot cards, and my Akashic Records. The reason why I'm doing this is because, well, when I started shuffling for Antonia, cards just started flying, and there were a ton of cards. Sorry about that, having issues with my video. But as I was saying, the cards just kind of flew out. There were a lot of them, and I didn't feel like I needed to do clarification cards because of the amount and the fact that they really do play off of each other, and they're pretty self-explanatory. So let's just jump into this. I'm going to do just a general reading over them, yeah, let's take a look, okay? What I'm getting here, let's just take a look at all these cards. What I've got here, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, we've got the Eight of Cups, we've got Judgment, Nine of Wands, Death, Two of Wands, we've got the Devil, the Tower, Seven of Cups, we've got Justice, Eight of Swords, and Five of Coins. Okay. Okay, so what I'm seeing with this relationship, okay, this relationship is what many would refer to as a karmic relationship. I'm sure some of you guys who are familiar with different readers, you'll hear people refer to Antonia as the karmic, and they're not wrong, okay? The reason why we refer to her as the karmic is because she's got some really bad karma that follows her around, okay? She's done some things, okay? She's done some things. I can think of two examples of things that she has done within this relationship behind Luke's back, okay? I'm not going to talk about what those are, okay? She knows what they are, okay? She knows what she did. But at least two things that I know I've seen in visions and I've seen in my readings that she has done behind Luke's back, okay, that has caused bad karma to attach itself to her, okay? It's really toxic stuff. I have felt it. I've had readings where I've done for her, and that karmic energy has actually lingered after I've ended the reading. It's not a fun thing. Bad karma is just awful. It's a darkness. It's dark energy that just hangs over everything, and it does manipulate and affect everything in your life. It affects relationships. It affects friends and families and jobs and, just literally everything. Your sleep. I mean, your health. It affects your health. There's just so many aspects of this that it seeps into every nook and cranny of your life. And this here being a karmic relationship, a lot of that is, part of that is due to what she has done. Okay, this relationship was doomed the moment she decided to do sneaky shit behind Luke's back. She sentenced this relationship to extinction. Okay, that's what she's doomed it to. And yeah, I mean, it's just reality of it. But yeah, so karmic relationships. Karmic relationships are, they're only meant to be in your life for just a moment. These are lessons that need to be learned. A person comes into your life sometimes that need to teach you a lesson so that you can grow to be a stronger person in the long run. And sometimes these relationships, they're usually bad. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard of a karmic relationship that wasn't bad. But it's there for a reason. Again, it's only supposed to be a short-lived thing. You get in the relationship, you learn your lesson, you get right back out. And you move on to, typically, to the next person, which would be most likely your soulmate. Because a lot of the times before you can get to your soulmate, you have to go through a hard lesson. You have to kind of almost not hit rock bottom, but you gotta sometimes have to go through some a refiner's fire. That's it. Go through the refiner's fire so that you can be a stronger person, a better person, when you meet that right person for you. Okay, so a lot of the times when you see people who are with their soulmates, if you ask them, what was your last relationship like? Okay, when they know for sure this is a soulmate connection, ask them what their last relationship was like, and you'll probably hear it was absolutely horrible. And it's because that was a karmic relationship. It was only meant to teach a lesson, and then you're supposed to move on. Well, all this darkness, okay, and this is a lot of darkness, guys. All this darkness is a result of them being in this karmic relationship far past its expiration date. Okay? And I want to kind of go over why. Okay? So over here, I want to show you this. This right here represents Antonia to me. Okay? I see her as being very naive. Okay? Very young young in the mind. Yes, she's 23, and there's a lot of very mature 23-year-olds, but that is not what I'm getting from her. I see her as having had a lot of things handed to her in life, and therefore maybe not having had, the bumps and bruises that a lot of us by the time we turn 23 have had, and we've had to kind of, learn how to take care of ourselves, and you're kind of going through the fire on your own and becoming an adult and being responsible, being held accountable for things. I don't feel like she's had a lot of that in her life. Okay, she's kind of been handed some things in her life, and that's kind of made her a little bit more naive, and very materialistic, very kind of very shallow mentality, and then very wistful. Okay, what I'm seeing between these two cards is that in her head, she has built up this relationship with Luke. Okay, she has imagined this relationship to be something that it is not. Okay, she's thinking in her head, this is what I'm kind of getting, is that, oh my gosh, he's rich, he's famous. If I, get my claws in him, if I attach to him, then I can be rich and famous too. I can have all these Insta followers, and, I can be a model, and I'm going to have all this work, and it's going to be great. I'm going to be famous. Everybody's going to know my name. And that drive and that pull for fame, this overwhelming desire for that, has led her to do some really questionable things. Like, she doesn't care what kind of attention she's getting as long as she's getting attention. And that is evident by her taunting the fandom for Bridgerton. Bridgerton, Luke's fans, like, she taunts them. She doesn't care that she's getting negative attention. She just wants attention. She knows that you guys are going to go on her page and follow her so that you guys can check and see when she's going to post next. She's eating it up. She loves it. She thrives on this. Again, because this is her desire. She wants to be famous. She wants people to know her name. And again, does not care if she's getting it negatively. Okay? Which is, it's really sad. It's really sad because it's not a way to live. That's not a way to, God, it's going to come back and bite her in the butt later. I mean, it really is. It's going to be something that she's going to regret. But yeah, you see all this. You see some materialism. There you go, right here. A little bit of obsession. The obsession with fame. The obsession with money and materialistic things. And the status. She wants the status. Yeah. But that is the darkness. You see how dark that is? You see how dark that is? That is the karma coming and just kind of darkening her spirit. Okay, this is not a good place to be. I don't want her to be in this place. This is not a good spot. Okay, you see here we've got a lot of breakups. Okay, we got breakup here. This the death talks about in cycles. It talks about cycles, endings and beginnings. This is definitely an ending. You can tell by the surrounding cards that this is what this is referring to, is an ending. Let's see, we got down here, we've got negative thoughts, doom, gloom, drama queen. Look at this. And we got justice here, okay? But look at this. You got blind and blind. You got illusions. This is a girl who is blind to what is the realities that are around her. She is willfully not paying attention to what her relationship actually is, okay? It's sad. And again, we come over here, we see rejection, we see turmoil and loss, change, break up again, okay? Divorce, break up again. This is not a relationship that it's going anywhere, okay? Even if she's somehow manages to get Luke to marry her, for God's sake, yeah, let's hope that never happens. But if she does the unthinkable and gets him to marry her, this is going to end up in divorce. This is not going to be her happily ever after. In fact, it's going to be something that causes her a great deal of pain, okay? I see a lot of blame, okay? Luke's going to find out her secrets. If he hasn't already found out her secrets, the things that I picked up on that she's done, he's going to find out about them. So even if he doesn't know about them now, he will. And the relationship will be over. Like, this relationship is not going to go anywhere. It's not designed to go anywhere. It's destined to fail. Again, karmic relationship. Right here. Okay, something else. With the justice, legal matters, there is a chance that there is some kind of legal problems for her, for him and her, which kind of makes me think maybe it could be something like a contract that she violated. Okay, that is a possibility. There's also karmic lessons. Again, karmic relationship, karmic lessons. Again, lessons need to be learned. So I always find that kind of interesting, that legal matter. So that's a possibility. Let's see what else we have here. We've got Luke here he's tried really hard to set boundaries, trying to hold his line. He's been being honest with her to a degree, not maybe fully, but he has told her what he wants and what he doesn't want. And she keeps trying to sink her claws into him and not let him go. Even though he's been kind of letting her know, this isn't what I want. I don't want this kind of relationship. Maybe kind of get the impression that this was only supposed to be a fun time for him. Okay? And he's not very kind about it. And she's not kind to him in return. So they're not kind to each other necessarily. I'm not going to go full details into that, but there's a lot of conflicts, a lot of arguments, okay? And there's a lot of hurt feelings, and there's a lot of resentment, okay, that's taking place. Luke feels resentful to a degree when it comes to her. I feel like he's kind of putting some blame on her for his lack of getting jobs and some other bad things that have been happening in his life. Again, that could be because of the things that she's done. Okay, the two things that she's done that I picked up on. Again, I don't know if he knows about it. If he does, that could be what's causing this. If he doesn't, he might have ideas of it and he's resentful of it. Okay, and that resentment will get stronger if they continue in this relationship. Okay, that resentment's going to continue to grow and grow and grow, and I can see this turning into an even more almost volatile type relationship. Okay, now I'm going to go up here. I want to show you this top part. All right, what we have here is the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Cups, and Judgment. What I'm seeing here is the universe is telling Antonia that it is time for her to move on. Okay, she needs to leave this cycle, this toxic cycle. The Judgment here, it's hinting at a rebirth, an awakening, a new path for her. Okay, that there is something else for her, and while she is in this relationship, she cannot realize the things on this path that are for her. Okay, she's not fulfilling her destiny. Luke's not fulfilling his destiny. And what we're seeing here, she's being told to let go of this, let go of that karma. Do you see that karma? There's karma. And fulfill your destiny. Okay, this is just but a cycle. This was only supposed to be for a short time. Okay, and this has gone way past its expiration date. And you look here at the Eight of Cups, it's saying release what does not serve you. It's time to move on. Let it go. Okay, there is something way better. You've got a rebirth over here. You've got a renewal, something great, a renewal of her spirit, which to me feels like she can, in this new path, she might be able to shed this karmic energy. Okay, but she can't do that while she's still in this relationship. This relationship is just going to drag her down. It's going to drag Luke down. It's dragging them both down. Okay, and she's being encouraged to leave this path. Okay, let's see. We've got Akashic Records here. And the Akashic Record, this is kind of advice from the universe. Now it's interesting because this is very similar to the card that I got for Luke the other day, for his last reading. What I'm seeing here is release. Okay, you're being asked to release any toxic people or situations from your life. Telling you the same damn thing. You deserve to be free of all drama, and this is the first step in achieving that. Okay, this is the universe is screaming at her to get out of this situation, just like it was screaming at Luke to get out of this situation. Okay, you got the universe talking to both individuals, telling them you have a better future elsewhere. Okay, this is not for you. This is not your path. This is not supposed to be this is not supposed to be continuing. Get off this path. Okay, so yeah, that's what we have here. Okay, that's the path with Luke. It's going absolutely nowhere but heartbreak. Okay, that's it. All right, now let's take a look over. We're going to look at what her other path would look like. Okay, in the event she does the smart thing and she walks away from this relationship. Okay, let's take a look. All right, what do we have from this one? We've got the Four of Cups, we've got the Five of Swords, we've got the Lovers, we've got the Emperor in reverse, you've got the Seven of Coins, you got the Six of Swords, you got the Ten of Wands, Temperance, you've got the Fool, you got the Moon, you got Strength, and you got Page of Swords. You've got, how many, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 major arcanas in this. 6 major arcanas in this one particular spread here. Just for her future without Luke. Holy shit. Okay, so that's a pretty big deal, okay? What I'm picking up from this, okay? See, what we have here, we have some depression, okay? We have some issues that she has to work through, Okay, I think issues from this breakup, issues from her childhood. She's got some daddy issues, big time daddy issues, and a lack of control, like self-control. A lot. Oh, yeah. She needs to grow some self-respect. Okay, that's evident from over here. Okay, her willingness to put up with bullshit and bad behavior from a guy. Just to kind of get what she thinks is what she wants. That is a very toxic trait to have as a person, and you're settling for so much less. Like we should not put up with that from people. We should not lower our self-respect in order to get material things in this life. Okay, or you think you just don't deserve more. That could be it too. Maybe she just doesn't feel like she deserves more than that. She's so focused on the temporary that she's not focusing on what's really truly important in life, and that is emotional and spiritual fulfillment. Okay, when it comes to relationships, you need to have that with a person, and she does not know that. And I think it's because of some really bad examples in her life. Again, daddy issues. Okay, so at first, when she gets out of this relationship with Luke, yeah, she's going to be depressed. She's going to feel like she missed this opportunity, blah, 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 blah. She's going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to have this now, and so depressed. And yeah, she's going to think it sucks really bad at first. But, again, here we have breaking collapse, overwhelmed, overloaded, we've got conflict, defeat, feeling defeated. And then you have the moon, which also talks about the uncertainty, blocked intuition, illusions. She's still kind of living in her fantasy world of what she thought that relationship really was versus what it really is. But I do feel that she's working through this, okay, and that she's going to work through this, and she's going to get better, okay. I see, God, yeah. She's going to be coming through and coming into her own, okay? Perseverance kind of talks about that. And what comes really to mind here is as she works through her personal issues, okay, gets over some of these naiveties, this mentality of taking less, expecting less, and being willing to be treated like shit from a guy, she's going to find her person, okay? You see that with the Lovers. This is a soulmate card, guys, okay? This is her soulmate. She has someone coming into her life, and she needs to get over this shit. She needs to get over that shit. She needs to get over this so that she can be the person that she needs to be so she can meet this guy, okay? But I do see this coming, and I don't think it's going to be that long. I do feel like this could be relatively soon. At least to her, it's going to be relatively soon. I don't think there's going to be a lot of time lapse between when she leaves the situation with Luke finally and when she starts with someone else. But there will be enough time. She's going to have some time to kind of try to work through this stuff. Now, he might be able to help her work through this. Okay? So I don't know if he's going to be... I don't know if he's going to be exactly yeah, no, I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say here. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, he's going to be a better example for her, okay? He's going to show her how men really should treat a woman, okay? He's going to be able to help her with that. And so they're going to be working through some of her issues together, and yeah, this is going to be a much better situation. I see, again, this perseverance. She's going to have her harvest, which is, all her effort here is going to pay off as far as working through this with this person. I see better waters, tranquility. This right here is talking about becoming stable, restoring peace in her life, healing, moving on. This is great. This is fantastic, especially when you look at how toxic this shit was. This is fantastic. You've got temperance, okay? This is finding purpose again in your life. This is a union, tranquility, happiness, and balance, finding that balance in life. You see her with her 2 cups, finding balance, okay? And she looks ethereal. Oh, is that the right word? God, sorry. It's been a long day. But that is a beautiful thing. You see here with the Fool, this is a new opportunity, a new path. This is a new person coming into her life. She's stepping off into this new unknown. And it's going to be very beneficial. You find her finding her strength and her confidence. And she's building herself back, okay, to being more the person she's meant to be. Not the person she currently is, which is naive and a little materialistic and, very, very young-minded, okay? She's growing up. This is her growing up. This is her coming into a better place in life and a better relationship, a healthier relationship, healthier life. With the Page of Swords, this is mental agility. I also feel like this might be kind of the person that she ends up with. He's strong, okay? He's very knowledgeable. He's very fair. He's kind. The Page of Swords is someone who would defend her too, okay? This is somebody who is educated, somebody who's going to educate her in life and help her feel, I don't know, maybe like help her fulfill her calling in life, help her achieve her goals, okay? Trying to get a feel for what kind of person, if like industry he'd be in, and I can't pick that up. I'm sorry, I'm not really picking that up, but I do feel like he's coming into her life really soon. It's possible. It is possible that she might already know him. And this person is likely just been waiting for an opportunity to approach her. But her head has been so stuck over here that she hasn't been able to acknowledge him or see him for what he is or who he is and what he's willing to offer her and the potential in that relationship. But I do see it happening soon. Okay. She's gonna feel like shit. She probably feels like shit right now. Okay. She's probably feeling like this is her world's collapsing and falling in. But it's just an illusion. It's an illusion. It's an illusion, just like the moon says. All of this, that's just an illusion. That was all just an illusion. The real grit, the real deal is here. Okay? The real deal is here. Okay? And this is beautiful. This is a good opportunity for her. Opportunity for growth, self-realization, strength. She's going to be a better person. Okay? And I do feel like in this scenario that karmic energy that's been plaguing her as of right now and in that relationship over here, that karmic energy going away. And I think he helps rid her of that karmic energy. There's some come to Jesus moments, as we say in the American South. There's some come to Jesus moments that she's going to be having in her life, and he's going to help her, come to terms with some stuff. It's going to be good. Okay, so I've ranted on about that. Her Akashic Records, little message from the universe is resolution. And it says, whatever it is that you've been struggling with, it's about to be resolved. Again, it is about to be resolved. She has something better here. Remember that resolutions don't always happen the way we want or hope. That's true. It's not happening the way she wants. Okay? But being able to move forward and start fresh always brings relief. Okay. So again, perfect. This fits perfectly with what we're seeing here. It sums it up perfectly. It might not be what she wants right now. She wants this. She thinks she wants this. She is stuck in her illusions, okay? She has made it up in her head that this is what she wants. Clearly, it's not what she needs. This is what she really, really wants. This is the reality of what she really wants. And in order to have this, that relationship with Luke has to end. She's not going to get it while she's still stuck with him, okay? She's got to let him go. She's got to let him go. She's going to be better off in the long run if she does, okay? All right, guys, that's all I got for this. I'm going to ask you guys to say a prayer for this girl. I know that a lot of people in the fandom do not care for her. I'm not super big fan of hers myself. Not in the least bit. I think she has a lot of growing up to do, and I think she's done a lot of questionable shit that really she has a lot of karmic energy from that attached to herself because of some of the shit she's pulled, but no one should have to go and live that kind of relationship, okay? I don't want that for her, okay? As I said, I've got nieces right about her age that I love, and when I'm thinking of her right now, I'm imagining my niece in her place, and I would never in a million years wish that on anybody, okay? This is a bad situation. Luke, as much as we love him, he does not treat her well, okay? He does not treat her well, and she is just so naive and so blind. She doesn't see it, and she doesn't realize it. So I'm saying a prayer for her tonight. I'm adding her to my prayer list, and I'm asking you guys to do the same. That she wakes up, she realizes the toxicity of this relationship that she has with Luke. She may be able to see it for what it truly is, and that she will be able to move on, because, my God, this relationship over here, the one that she's going to find, this man right here, this man that may already be in her life, okay? I do feel like he either is already in her life or he is about to walk into her life. She needs to be ready for that, okay? She needs to be ready for this person to take him in, because he's going to heal her, he's going to help her, he's going to love her, he's going to help her realize her true potential and give her all of the things that she truly wants and needs. Not the things she imagines she wants, but the things she truly wants and needs in this world. And as she grows, she's going to realize that. She's going to shed off this immature young mentality. That's all going to be shed off, okay? Like, it happens to us all. We all used to be dreamers back in the day. You know, if you're young, you'll realize this as you get older. But I'm in my 40s now, and I'm looking back at my early 20s, and you know, I can't say I was all that much different. These illusions of love that just weren't real. Like, I've been there. And sometimes when you have this illusion of love, you'll put up with somebody's really bad behavior. And I wish that I could tell my 23-year-old self to knock that shit off. Like, knock that shit off, walk away, run away as fast as you freaking can, run, because this, oh God, that's awful. It's awful. So yes, guys, say a prayer for this girl. Give her your energy, your good energy. She's got enough bad energy already surrounding her. And again, like I've said before, sometimes it is better to pray for people you don't like or you don't care for than it is to pray for people you do, okay? Because they could benefit from it far more, okay? So let's have some grace, guys. Let's give her some grace. Remember, she's a human being. You don't have to like her. You do not have to like her, but, you know, it is better to pray for your enemy than it is to, you know, to send them, you know, horrible energies, because all that does is embolden them and makes them worse. But praying for them sends them a softening of their heart, an awakening to them, and then they have the opportunity to change, to make changes and be a better person in the long run. And that's what we want. That's what I want for this girl. I want her to get out of this. I want her to go and be free and find this love that is right before her and ready to take her by the hand as soon as she is free of this toxic relationship. Okay? And it really is. It's looking like both Luke and Antonia both have better options that are just waiting for them to end this karmic relationship. Like, both of them have something beautiful waiting for them. It is mind-blowing that they stay in this relationship, if they are indeed still in this relationship, or if they're in the death throes of a relationship. I don't know for certain, but it is clear that the end is here. If it hasn't already happened, it's possible they've had multiple breakups and get back togethers type scenarios, but they need to leave this fully behind in the past and move on, because they both have something beautiful waiting for them. Wonderful relationships that's going to be fulfilling and life-altering. And yeah, they're going to find a lot of happiness, both of them, just not with each other. Okay, so again, say your prayers for this girl. Give her some good energy, whatever it is you need to put out in the universe that helps her let go and move forward and feel good about this. Okay, all right, guys, be blessed, bless others, and take care. Good night.